I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being with us. First, a reminder, if you have a cell phone on your person, if you'd be so kind as to turn it off or silence it during the course of the meeting. Also, for those who are wishing to address the board during the non-agenda visitors portion of the visitor section, which is item 2 on the agenda, if you'd be kind enough to fill out a slip of paper that I think they're stacked out there, just so I have your name so I know to call. With that, let's go ahead and get started. Cal, roll.
Cheryl Armstrong. Here. Doug Branson. Dave Earp.
Here.
John Hedges.
Here.
Ashley Overton. Here. Jake Uphaul.
Here.
And Dale Ryder.
All righty, thank you, Callie.
Here.
What? Here, sorry. Speaking, I thought that was noticing. Okay, let's move on to item 2, reception of visitors. Item 2.1A, the elementary youth athletics update. Mama Hackey and Jordan.
That's perfect.
Sorry, Amy. Sorry, Mrs. Hackey.
Yay.
George, there's a tab up there with the presentation just to the right.
Okay, so I am Jordan Coleman. I'm a school social worker at Riddle. I think maybe all of you here know me already, but I'm also the youth sports coordinator at Riddle.
My turn.
So,
Angie Hackey, PE teacher at Williams, also the sports coordinator for Williams. Dale knows me, Mama Hackey goes the whole track side of myself. And then we have our 2 student leaders. You guys want to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'm Lobster. I'm Vivian.
Riddle, Williams.
all right.
Okay.
So we were asked to come kind of give an update about our youth sports because we just finished the season, our last season last night with our track meet. So a little history. Back in 2022, our board approved youth sports programming for our district, and that is just 4th and 5th grade at our elementaries. That's boring stuff. So this year we had the fall co-ed soccer and co-ed volleyball, and then winter we had boys and girls basketball. That is also co-ed, but they're not on the same team. That's why I wrote it differently. And then co-ed track, like I said, finished up last night. So each season the kids do school practice at our own respective schools, and then for soccer, volleyball, and basketball we had 3 games against each other. Soccer was like Riddle Williams, and then we ended up having another one at Williams, but then volleyball we did Riddle Williams and then the high school. Same for basketball, and then track last night obviously was at the high school because it's the only one in town. But we do appreciate MHS working with us to do that. They've been super accommodating. So you make you go anyway.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you can see 2022, we were gonna start off with soccer, and then things just kept happening. We couldn't get things together. Like, well, let's go for basketball. And then next thing you know, came and went. And then we finally got our tails together for soccer, or for track. So that was our first season. So 47 total participants for track. That track meet went really smooth. That was fast. The next season, we offered volleyball and soccer.
Basketball.
Our basketball and soccer, you can see our numbers jumped up considerably. And then that following year, we offered volleyball. And then this year, you can see we've offered all 4 sports and how much our program has grown. These 4th graders, I believe they were kindergarten when we first started this. And they're an athletic bunch. So you knew they were watching, and every year you could just see them watching the kids and getting to do what they were doing. So this year, the 4th grade numbers were pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I think it's worth repeating. This is only 4th and 5th graders, so that's a lot of kids. Also, I put in your total not unique participants. I don't mean the kids are not unique. I mean, if they did the sport 4 times, they were counted 4 times. I did not want to spend the time doing all that, so. I could have done it, but it would have, I had other things to do, so. And this is our breakdown of participants, so it's pretty even. Williams has a little higher numbers anyway, so I think percentage-wise it's about the same. They did have 23 more, so I got recruited a little harder maybe, but,
Yeah. We do way more sometimes.
so we're just going through sports. I don't know what he said.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
So soccer, like here, we have 93 students this year, 75 for volleyball. We've actually had a lot of boys play, which is cool. They don't get to play again after 5th grade, but maybe they'll, take it up in their adult life. 97 students in basketball. There's Kai making a really cool face. And then this year we had 106 students for track and field. So when Ms. Sackey said that the first one with however many 47 kids went a lot quicker, that's because last night we had 106. Now, it still went really smoothly, and I don't know if this is a good segue into that or.
Yeah, so last night we had our elementary track meet. They participate in long jump, and shot put as far as our, field stuff goes. To put it in perspective, our 4th grade girls had 25 long jumpers. So typical track meet, that's like 3 or 4 flights, like you're rolling through those. Nope, it was put them in a line, stand, jump, good job. And then they move on to the track portion. They run the 100, the 200, the 400, the 800, and then we have a 4x1 relay. Everybody wants to be a part of the relay. And as a track wife, my husband helps out at the meets, and he is just thrilled for what's to come. So then today I got an email from a parent. Good email. Those are always fun to get. So I asked her if I could have permission to read it, and she said, of course. So it says, "Good morning. I just want to take a minute to thank you ladies for making track," and Jordan, sorry. For making track so much fun for the kids this spring. The student enjoyed every practice and really loved being a part of the team. I can tell you pushed them to work hard but make it fun in the process. I also wanted to acknowledge how much time and effort went into practice and that amazing meet we ran yesterday. Wow, I was shocked at the number of kids, but impressed how smoothly it all went. It was seriously a well-oiled machine. I'm glad it looked that way. Watching the kids at the meet yesterday really makes me excited for this group in the years to come. Some have really awesome natural talent, which if you have been there at the meets, we got some kids coming. Others have a lot of grit with competitive spirit, but I mostly love seeing the camaraderie amongst the group. Thank you for your time, support, and commitment to these awesome kids and athletes. Wow. And it's a really cool thing to see. If you've ever been to a basketball game or a volleyball game indoors with these kids, you take your ADHD medicine before you come because they cheer from the time they're in there until the time they leave. And it's for everybody. They don't.
And it's packed.
And it's a packed house. Yeah, you have to stagger the times because we need 4th grade to leave, so 5th grade can come in. So the track meet it was a full house for sure.
Yeah, I think it's worth noting again for last night, not only did Coach Aggie help, but he had a bunch of athletes there.
Yes.
So that was really cool.
Yeah,
And
and that was the thought all along, was to get the athletes from our high school, but the seasons just don't work out great. But they do step up when we need them.
And there's a girl from Williams that ran almost a school record for the school in the 100. So,
And creeping on the 200.
Yeah, I don't, she was flying, I don't know, she didn't touch the ground, but it was nice. Okay, oh, no, I'm so sorry, I forgot to put your name on this. I texted you, I was spelling your name, I forgot to put it on. Hey, that's fine, I guess. You can see my bias, I guess. You on me. Okay, so sorry. That was, and I left that on. Callie, you should not have given me access to this. Okay, well, that's how it goes. That's the last 2 weeks of school, right? So we did bring a couple girls with us. I brought Lawson specifically because she did all 4 sports this year. So she did soccer and volleyball and basketball and track. And she excelled in all of them. So I wanted to have her share kind of why she wanted to join the sports, why she did all 4 maybe, and kind of what she took from it.
I wanted to participate in sports because I'm athletic and I enjoy sports and compete. My favorite sport is basketball. I've learned a lot about each sport. Like in volleyball, you have to learn the proper proper way to hit the ball, and in track, it is important to pass the baton without dropping it, and you have to work as a team in chaotic moments.
And she demonstrated earlier that what you learned in volleyball, right? You can't put your hands like this, but she can't do it right now because she broke her fingers playing basketball. So I was trying to get her to demonstrate anyway, but she wouldn't go for it. So, all right, Miss Hackett, I'll let you introduce the names.
Okay, this is Vivian Fairchild. She's a fourth grader at Riddle, and this year she participated. Riddle, G.H. Williams, again, last 2 weeks of school. At Williams, she did participate in all 4 this year. Looking forward to watching her grow and what she can do in this next season and then beyond. So she's gonna kind of share some of the things.
So I really enjoyed the sports because it was very much a growth opportunity for me to learn how to be a better team player because it's not just all so like competitive. It's just like kind of your own pace if you want to do it or not. It's very much like you don't get bullied for if you're good or not. It's just very much like if you want to, and it doesn't matter how you do or perform, it's just kind of you're there and you're with your friends, just have fun and give it your all.
Yeah. I don't know if you girls felt this today, but listening to the kids in the school, like they came into PE today and listening to them talk about the meeting with each other, they wanted to know how they did. Did you win? Have you scored it yet? No, that was like 3 hours ago. But the other kids were listening and wanting to know how they were doing also. So they were kind of like little walk-in celebrities today. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah. So we'll, if you have any questions, as long as they're easy ones, we'll do.
So I was able to go to this last night,
Okay.
and the kids really did seem like they were having a lot of fun. And a lot of engagement from the community, from the parents and aunts and uncles, so it's great to see opportunities like this.
There's a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Sure.
Lawson and Vivian, like how often do you practice? Is this once a week? Is it right after school? Kind of what does your practice schedule look like?
Right after school, like 3 days a week.
How many?
3 days, it's 3 for some sports, but some have like 2. And then there's usually a game Thursday, Friday, or meet in some cases.
Yeah, just
And
depends on
the
the
games
schedule.
and the meets are after school then, or you do it during the school day? Are you- That's quite a commitment.
Our first track season, we have the track meet at the high school during the day. And they bussed all the 4th and 5th graders from Riddle and Williams over. And they got to sit and watch the meet. That was an experience. Those kids, again, they were all cheering the entire time they were there. So, it's awesome. But they're done after school, and the parents kind of have to bus and make sure that they get to where they need to be.
It's a commitment for everybody.
Yeah, I think this is a great opportunity. I mean, as the board at the time may recall, it was to engage all students in additional opportunities that maybe other students couldn't afford, right? It was in an effort from an equity perspective, but also we were coming out of the pandemic. We weren't seeing participation at the same levels in these sports, and it gave them yet another opportunity to do so. Quick shout out to Blake Fairchild, CEO of the YMCA. I think their continued programming, and you've seen some increases as well, especially in soccer. From last I talked with Alex Carey about that, but I think that's the partnership that we need to continue to forge ahead for our students, and appreciate the board's support, because this comes at a financial cost for the district, right? To put on these programs, to pay staff to be able to come in and coach, but we're fortunate that we have staff that are willing to do so, and these coordinators as well, so thank you.
And the staff has been huge. It's a big commitment for them after school on top of everything else they have to do. So they're stepping up and taking time out of their schedule. They've been amazing.
Other questions?
Which was your favorite sport, like before?
So I love soccer, but at the same time, I felt like, volleyball, I've never really played it, but I enjoyed it very much in learning how to play it. But at the same time, I felt like I really liked the basketball because basketball is my favorite because there was just a lot of kids and there was a lot of like just learning, like relearning the basics again helped me more improve than like just going and doing like the crazy stuff, which I felt was very good for me.
Mine was probably basketball.
And that's
Volleyball's
because,
been pretty cool.
Lawson, that's because I got to coach you in that one, right?
Best answer tonight. Good job.
He forgot your name. Oh, I forgot your name. Yeah, the partnership returning floor.
Well done, George, well done.
Building relationships. Bringing difference out of it.
So anybody else?
The meet was scored.
I will score that. I didn't have time to do it today. It was crazy pants, but, I have the papers out and we do score the meet every year.
So then as far as the basketball and volleyball and stuff like that, did you, like, is there a winning school or is it a winning team?
It always seems to end up pretty even, which is crazy, like Riddle might win a game and then Williams will win a game.
Okay.
And
That
the
depends
kids
on who's doing
are,
the scoreboard.
don't put Jordan
I've got.
They're super competitive with each other and they want to see that score. Volleyball, if you ever come and you're a volleyball fan, don't look at the scoreboard because we don't stop it at 21 points. We play for a certain amount of time and it might be 105 to 55. We just let it roll.
And the most exciting part of volleyball is when it hits 67 on the scoreboard and the kids lose
Oh,
their
yeah.
minds. That's the last that gets home back. And I participate too.
Is there a traveling trophy or anything like that?
No, that was a thought, I think, at the very beginning, and then that's kind of.
Our goal is more about development than it is.
Yeah.
Winning is important, I understand.
But I think
Yeah,
that
there you go.
might be something. Absolutely.
A lot of kids lost their ass on that.
A banner, maybe.
A banner, something, just something, I mean, there's no between two.
Yeah.
Schools, I mean, that's.
We can start our own banners and our own gyms.
Any other questions for our presenters? Okay, Lawson and Vivian, I, as much as I hope that you become athletic stars, probably like state finalists in cross country or something like that, I'm so impressed that you stand up there, you speak clearly, you make eye contact with the people that you're speaking with. I mean, that's tremendous. Good for you. And good for parents out there. Good for you guys. Because that's a good parenting. To Jordan and Angie and to the rest of the staff who helps there, thank you for leaning into this. I mean, we face an epidemic of inactivity in this country. And starting them like this is the best cure for that. So thank you for doing that. Thank you. Item 2.2, non-agenda visitors. This is the opportunity for members of the public to address the board. I don't have any slips. Would anyone like to address the board? All right. We will move on to item 3 on tonight's agenda. That is the consent agenda. It does require board action. It includes the following. Item 3.1, approval of minutes from the regular board meeting of April 14th, 2026. Item 3.2 under financial, presentation of the bills for approval, the monthly financial reports by fund, the FY26 budget to date report, item 3.3, the enrollment report, item 3.4, the freedom of information report. Highlight of the consent agenda, item 3.5, appointment of Justin Stoltz as the annual district asbestos inspector, which I'm told we are required to do by state government. Item 3.6, appointment of Ryan Gear as the district IMRF authorized agent. Item 3.7, approving a resolution authorizing the payment of custodial salaries from the Operations and Maintenance Fund for June and July of 2026, which we are also required to do by state law. Item 3.8, approval of the consolidated district plan. Item 3.9, approval of the K-5 literacy, that was not a literacy adoption. And item 3.10, approval of the Mattoon High School dance to Mattoon High School dance to the Universal Dance Association camp June 18th through the 21st, right down the road in Charleston. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion.
Motion from Ashley Overton, is there a second?
Second.
Second from Cheryl Armstrong. Callie, would you call the roll?
Sure. Erb,
Yes.
Hedges,
Yes.
Overton,
Yes.
Uphoff,
Yes.
Armstrong,
Yes.
Ryder.
Yes. Item 4 on the agenda, reports and recommendations of the business manager. Mr. Chair.
All right, just a couple things tonight. Four point one, presentation of tentative amended FY '26 budget for final approval on June 29th, 2026, and to set the amended budget hearing for 7:00 PM, June 29th, 2026, at 1701 Charleston Avenue, Mattoon, Illinois, 61938. So the only action required tonight is to set the amended budget hearing for that date that I mentioned. The tentative budget right now is just that, it's tentative, and it will change a lot between now and June 29th. It changed this morning from when I gave it to you on Thursday. So it's, the last 6 weeks of my fiscal year are kind of crazy, and there's lots of ups and downs. So in the yellow is the budget that was approved by the board in September 2025, and the green is kind of where we stand and what we're looking at now as we approach June 30th. And again, those numbers will change. The numbers have increased, as you can see from the yellow numbers down here at the bottom to the green down here at the bottom. It is still a budget that is in the black, okay? Whereas when we planned it originally, we had a surplus of just over 139,000. Right now, it's looking somewhere around 246,000 as a surplus. Again, those things can change. But start off the year with revenues just under 52 million, and right now expected just over 53 million, and very similar things with the expenses as well. They've gone up a little bit, about $1 million, but again, in the black, 246,000. Again, these are placeholders at this time, and we need tonight just to set that budget hearing for June 29th. So before we move on to that last section, any questions on the slide?
Is the increase of revenue, is that property tax receipts higher than we thought, or is it other?
So I'd say the two biggest things that I have right now are the sales tax, the 1% sales tax that we've talked about, and that increasing, so that's kind of money in, money out. So we've increased that by about 400,000 here, and we've also increased the expenses by 400,000. That's that parking lot at the high school. We said we were going to receive money, so we were going to put that towards projects. The other big one that I have on my sheet is our food program. We did those 140,000 meals last summer. You know, every time we sold them, gave away a meal, we received a reimbursement, and then we paid Aramark for that meal. So it comes out to about another 400,000 of money in, money out with our food service program. So that's about 800,000. And then there's just some other things. You know, our electrical charges, I raised them 10% from last year to this year, and we're probably going to be 150,000 over that 10% I increased them just because of electric rates. So there's a big chunk there. Some of the revenue that was added, about 100,000 more in interest that I must have under budgeted a little bit on our interest, because I thought interest rates, they keep saying they're going to go down and they keep not going down. So there's about 100,000 there. So kind of those numbers there I've thrown out are about $1 million each in revenue and expenses.
Which the majority of those are from restricted funds, right? So CSFT can only be used for debt-related, for facility-related debt, and for construction projects. So that's the one piece he talked about, as well as the restricted funds that come from the USDA funneled through ISBE for the food service piece. So that's a big portion of that. I think it's also important why this board and why our auditor recommends we set this meeting at the end of the year, because things change, obviously, from what the board approved back in September. So to be as accurate as we can prior to the end of the fiscal year, it makes the most sense as we do our best to budget and project where things would come in, but to still receive $100,000 more in interest than where we're projecting, like, those are things that are just happening from a market perspective that we don't have control over. So.
Yes, sir.
And yes, I'm glad you talked about, because we had a conversation over the phone about why are our expenses going up, and not for people in here, but for people in the community that might be watching online, that you stressed that, yeah, a lot of that was $400,000 for the lunch program, which I think is great, and glad that we get funding for that. And also, on the time, I thought I had written down 6 o'clock on the 29th. It is at 7?
Yeah, the 6 o'clock doesn't start until the next fiscal
Okay.
year, so in July, so.
How does fuel come into play when you're planning a budget?
So,
What it did a year ago compared to
yeah,
now?
so Chris Parkin, good job.
Go ahead, Ryan, but like, before we share too much here, I think it's important to know that we were fortunate to lock in at a rate based upon per gallon cost. So go ahead.
So yeah, so Chris Parr locked us in, our former transportation director, he locked us in back in January through this whole fiscal year. So we got locked in at prices from January. So we are going to pay for it next January, I'm sure, but right now we're sitting, and we only have a certain allotment, so if we go over that allotment, and he set it up based on the amount we usually use per month, so, you know, he was really good about that. So yeah, he took care of us through the rest of this calendar year, but yeah, and that's kind of what the electrical charges were the same way. We just came off a 3-year locked-in rate that Johnson Controls did for us, so we came off of a really low 3-year rate to jump into where everybody's rates were increasing. So not only did we go from a really low rate that we had locked in for 3 years, jumped up where everybody else was, and then we bumped up this year because just of inflation and other extra charges. So yeah, those are some of the more difficult ones because you just don't know what's gonna happen a year in advance.
Well, the same with the sales tax money.
Right,
That's.
that's been a pleasant
It's a
surprise.
pleasant surprise,
Yes.
but, you know, it could go the other way.
Right, exactly. Any other questions? So the only action right now is the administrator recommends setting the amended FY 26 budget hearing for 7 PM on Monday, June 29th, 2026.
Okay, do I have a motion to set the amended budget hearing for 7 PM on June 29th, 2026 here at the Administrative Service Center?
Yes.
Second.
Jim got off with the motion, Dave Erb with the second. Any discussion amongst the board?
I'll just note that I cannot be in that meeting. That will not satisfy that.
Street safe, okay. Callie, can you call
Erb,
Yes.
Hedges,
Yes.
Overton,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
Armstrong,
Yes.
Ryder.
Yes.
All right, 4.2, board action to approve maintenance of MHS tennis courts and track for FY 27. So if you've been to our facilities, we have the nicest around. But when you have nice facilities, you have to keep those facilities up and keep them as nice as you want them to be. And with that comes maintenance. And it's hard to believe we're 5 years out from building these amazing facilities. I mean, so maintenance for the MHS tennis courts and track is recommended in the next year, so FY 27. We would like to utilize the TIPS procurement method, which we've done for many projects, and we did this when we initially built the track, or redid the track and built the tennis courts, and we used Burton Jones. We'd like to use them again for the updates. They're the ones who put in the facilities, so it seems like a logic to have them, you know, update them as well. And the cost to resurface the track, which would be $173,370, and to upgrade and redo the tennis courts would be $98,000. Again, like you said, we're lucky to have this. We would utilize CSFT revenue for these projects in FY 27. Questions?
Is that a whole new circuit? I mean, the track, the whole circuit?
So the track, the track, they told us we'd get 5 years out of the track. And when they come in, they'll put a whole nother layer on top of the track and then reline it, repaint it. That, when they add another layer, the next time it'll give us 6 years. And then they'll come in, put another layer, and then the next time we'll get 7 years. So every time they resurface it, we get another year.
How long does that go on?
I don't know.
I would assume-
I would assume not forever.
Ladder, I mean,
So, yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Any other questions from the board?
So that is something that you knew, they had said it would be 5 years.
Yes,
whenever
yep.
you went in.
And then we're probably at 10 to 12 years for the turf is what they've recommended as well, so.
Any questions? Okay, do I have a motion to approve the resurfacing of the track for $173,370 and the surface on the tennis court for $98,000? Motion from John Hedges, second. Second from Ashley Overton. Discussion on the board. Callie?
Hedges,
Yes.
Overton,
Yes.
Uphoff,
Yes.
Armstrong,
Yes.
Erb,
Yes.
Wright.
Yes, thank you. Okay, move on to item 5 on the agenda, reports and recommendations of the Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources, Dr. Scosi.
Thank you. The board has before them the May personnel report. Go through, we have a certified resignation to read out, is changing the retirement date, Rural Elementary LPS 1 teacher effective for the end of the 26-27 school year, as opposed with more previously the 27-28 school year, so she's on a year early. Pat Easton submitted her retirement letter. She's retiring as Williams Elementary School social worker effective for the end of the 2030-31 school year, so 5 years out. And at that time, when she retires, she will work her whole career serving as a social worker in our district, 33 years. So congratulations to her and her service. Josie Van Blaricum is resigning as Rural Elementary School 4th grade teacher effective for the end of the 25-26 school year. We have certified appointments, Mark Pratt, recommending substitute teacher effective immediately. Classified resignations, you need to note, Gina Elliott is retiring as Transportation Center bus driver in mail carry effective July 21st, 2026. That time she has worked 21 years in our district in that capacity. Such a great job. Delivers mail twice a day, every day throughout the district. It's very lucky to have her. Classified resignations, Isabel Smith resigns as William Elementary School's paraprofessional effective May 21st, 2026. Sarah Ulicki is resigning as Matthew Middle School classroom parent effective beginning of the 25-26 school year. Classified appointments, Caleb Miller recommending Israel Elementary School supervisor effective immediately. Emily Myers as Little Leaders Parapro effective from the beginning of the 26-27 school year. And you can see we have a gaggle of volunteers. It's that time of year, a lot of field trips, which we're happy to have and enjoy having. Extracurricular resignations, we have Brianna Akers resigning as Mattoon High School Junior Varsity Dance Coach effective April 9, 2026. Liz Cole resigns as Mattoon Middle School 6th grade girls softball coach effective immediately. Chris Manali resigns as Mattoon Middle School's drumline instructor effective April 21st, 2026. Jeremy Peppers resigns as Mattoon Middle 6th grade boys basketball coach and 6th grade boys baseball coach effective May 1, 2026. Clay Steinkamp resigns as Mattoon Middle School flag corps coach effective May 14, 2026. And Tiffany Williams resigning Mattoon Middle School 7th and 8th grade girls track coach effective April 30th, 2026. We have extracurricular assignments. Grace Barnabas will recommend Mattoon High School head volleyball coach. Excited about this and alum and looking forward to what she can bring to the program. Effective for the 26-27 school year. Mackenzie DeVee, an alum as well, that was recommended as Mattoon Middle School head softball coach effective for the 26-27 school year. Phoenix Prico, our go-to coach in track, is back at Mattoon Middle School, 7th and 8th grade girls track coach effective immediately. He's done a great job for us in Dale Sure and recommends Mattoon High School junior varsity boys basketball coach effective at the beginning of the 26-27 school year. And we do have an agenda. Oh, and you see this, Gracie Dow, alumni as well, is resigned as Williams Elementary School 2nd grade teacher effective for the 25-26 school year. I'm sure she's relocating and she's done a great job for us. We're going to miss her as one person. Hope she comes back. Certified appointments, Delaney Farmer is recommended as Rural Elementary School 5th grade teacher effective for the beginning of the 26-27 school year. Jeslyn Shu is district social work intern effective for the beginning of the 25-20. Oh, that should be effective for the beginning of the 26-27 school year. We'll make note of that in minutes. Hunter Trussell, recommended as substitute teacher effective immediately. Classified appointments, we have some volunteers. Extracurricular resignations, Jenna Ward resigns as Mattoon Middle School assistant softball coach effective immediately. There's no signs. Are there any questions?
Questions from the board?
See none, then I'd make a recommendation to the Board of Education to accept the personnel report as presented.
You have a motion?
Yes.
Motion from Jake Uphoff, second.
Second.
Second from Cheryl Armstrong. Discussion on the board. Callie, you want to call the roll?
Yep, Overton,
Yes.
Uphoff,
Yes.
Armstrong,
Yes.
Erb,
Abstain.
Hedges,
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Scosi. Item 6, reports and recommendations of the superintendent. Mr. Condren.
Yes, so it's that time of year where usually we have a couple of board policy changes. I say a couple tongue in cheek because there's quite a few. If you happen to look at your Press Plus policy that has come out that the board has received a copy of. You'll notice that there's quite a bit of legislation that has come across yet again from the state legislature in regards to some updates. So this, we as the board knows, we subscribe to the Board Policy Reference Education Subscription Service, or PRESS. This helps us to be able to further understand the process in which board policies are being recommended for those changes and those updates. So, as I mentioned, the board has copies of this and receives emails in regards to these updates. And this is an opportunity for those to be on display for the next month. And there's no action. That action will come at the June 9th board meeting. So, again, please look that over. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any one of our team. And we'll be happy to help you understand and or share our thoughts and opinions on those. So any questions about the upcoming board policy packet? No? Just give me some softball. I'll just keep rolling, Dale.
Yeah, keep going.
If that's okay.
Yes.
So just kind of the monthly update that I'd like to share, not only with the board, but also with our community. Franklin's last day, our preschool's last day is May 20th. But for everyone else, K through 12, the last day is an early dismissal day. So just to be clear, we'll be putting some information out to remind parents. Please go to the website if you'd like to know in advance of those dismissal times, but May 21st is that last day for our students. I think we've got some excited students and excited staff as well. Maybe not so many excited parents trying to make that adjustment. Some other really good, exciting information. We received word last week that Lift Little Leaders was honored by the Illinois Department of Human Service as a Silver Circle of Quality. So it's important because from a daycare provider perspective, this means that we're at a better level in regards to what we provide for our students in the program. So to offer a quick synopsis of this, the silver level programs are evaluated on classroom environment, instructional quality, staff training, leadership practices, and continuous improvement. So congrats to all of our staff over there that work so hard to be able to achieve that silver circle. I think there's yet another level that they would like to continue to strive for, which would be gold. However, you have to, that takes time. You can't just jump to the goal to be able to get there, but I think that is their vision. Also would like to share with the board, appreciate both Mr. Earp and Mr. Hedges. They recently sat through a facilities committee meeting and we gave them an update on some stuff happening over at the middle school. We've got a lot of things that are occurring. The weight room is getting a facelift over there. There's some new paint, some new carpet that's going to be installed here at the end of the school year. A new baseball, softball sound system and scoreboard are going in. Past gym, the removal of the old floor has happened, so the painting of the rafters and the walls has started, but it looks ginormous because there's nothing in there right now. So, and the cafeteria and the roofing projects will start soon as students depart for the summer. So a lot of good things happening there. Another quick shout out to, we wouldn't be able to do this without the sales tax that was approved by voters back in 2016. Last thing, I guess, that I'll share on an update here. Second to last, I lied. Senior parade was tonight. It was wonderful. 15, 20 minutes. You know, it's, again, a great way to honor. I think both students love it. I think parents equally love it. So appreciate the work that goes into coordinating that from the high school, as well as our partners at MPD who were out there blocking off the road, trying to make sure that everybody was safe. Quick little secret for anybody that has kids that want candy, start at the beginning of the parade. You can walk away with Halloween candy. Online registration is up and going for 26-27. Quick shout out to both Emily Strader, Amanda Gibson in regards to getting that up and going and into our building principals. That I'm working hard to get that. So encourage parents out there to jump on and register as soon as they feel ready to do so. Last thing, and I hate to continue to talk here, but I think it's important. As we kind of wrap up another successful year for our students, our families, and our staff, I think it's an opportunity for us to especially thank our retirees and the staff that have given So just real quick, and I don't mean to get too sentimental here, but I think it's important because I don't always think that our community understands what goes into teaching, except those that have stepped into those shoes, and those that are willing to maybe see that as a second career and come in as sub. But there's many early mornings and late nights for the lesson plans, the problem solving, the quiet moments that teachers know exactly what that student needed. So you don't just teach subjects, and you don't just achieve results through tests. You taught confidence, you taught resilience, and you taught kindness. And in doing so, that you've helped shape generations of students who will carry lessons far beyond the walls of the 21st. I look forward to celebrating and encourage the board to as well later this week, later this month at a retirement breakfast, and would just like to take an opportunity to applaud a couple of folks that are entering a new journey, that have been here and that have given far more than they've received. So thank you, Mike. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Yes, Jessica, is there anything?
I haven't, well, wasn't ready for this yet. I'm just so thankful for the community, for the Board of Education, many boards of education I've had the opportunity to work under, and the many administrators at the board office, and those that I've worked with at the high school and Williams and in the district. I've learned so much from so many people, and I just, for those things that went right, I give all the credit to my maker, and those things I've gotten wrong, I own. So thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
Well, no, just thank you. It's been a wonderful privilege and honor to serve the students and staff, and the members of the community, and the board members. I came here in 03, my family and I, and it's been a blessing to us. All three of my boys, my Alyssa and our boys, went through the system, kindergarten through high school, and received a phenomenal education. And it wasn't because of Alyssa and I, it was because of wonderful people there around. So, count my blessings for that. Mattoon has a great school district and a good community. And I think people, I can say that I'm an outsider that came in 03 and I made it my home because people allowed us to make it our home, experience wonderful things. So sometimes I don't think we understand how fortunate we are here and what we have. We always focus on what we don't have and the issues and challenges that we're facing. But this is a special place. So I just am thankful and humbled to be able to serve past 24 years in this capacity. So I had hair when I came, but more importantly, I have a plethora of memories and experiences that I'll cherish. My heart's full.
Great. Thank you. Yep. Okay. All right. Seeing no substantive business under items 7, 8, or 9, the board will now retire to executive session to discuss matters pertaining to student discipline, as well as discuss matters pertaining to the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees. When the board returns from executive session, we will proceed to item 11 on the agenda, which will be substantive business. And then we will adjourn following item 11 on the agenda. So with that, the board, do we need a motion? Need a motion to retire to executive session by Ashley Overton, second. Second by Jacob Hoff. And for those of you who want to stick around, we'll see you in a little while.
I do need to call roll. I need to call roll.
Do we need to call roll?
Hoff?
Yes.
Armstrong?
Yes.
Erb?
Yes.
Hedges? Overton? Yes. Reiner?
Yes.
Okay.